Good morning. Happy Monday. This is Ericka Sallee of True Synergy. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope you stay cool because I know that it was a scorcher. I was at the beach, so I was in the perfect place to enjoy the summertime heat. And it was also a perfect place to meditate by the ocean. It was fantastic. I'm following Oprah and Deepak Chopra's 30-day meditation series, and I gotta tell you guys, it was just an awesome experience. So on one of the days that I got to meditate, the word that was used during the exercise was flow. And flow simply means the energy that we operate in. And flow can be positive flow or it can be negative flow. The positive flow is, when we are anxiety and stress free, when we are maybe having a conversation with someone that encourages us, that uplifts us, that makes us laugh. Maybe it's just sitting in a peaceful place and, you're looking at nature, you're looking at the beauty all around you. You guys have heard me say that before, but, a lot of times I think that it's so easy to forget, what is that flow? What is it that makes me feel good? Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything is exactly the way you want it to be. It doesn't mean that you've reached a level of success that you desire. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've reached that goal that you've set yourself up for. It doesn't mean that everything is right in all of your relationships, that you got all the money that you need to pay your bills and you don't have to stress. No, that's really not what flow is. See, flow, positive flow, is that even in the midst of those things that don't necessarily go our way, or conversations that don't necessarily feel so good, situations where you're scratching your head and you're trying to figure out how to make it work. See, those are the times when we get to choose what flow we're going to be in. Flow is looking at the glass half full, if you will, that even though you don't have the solution, there is a solution. Positive flow says that even though someone is talking to you in a way that can make you frustrated, that can make you angry, that can move you to negative flow by taking you to that person's level, well, you get to decide whether you want to stay in positive flow, whether you simply let someone know how you feel about a certain situation without being, shall we say, indignant, without getting yourself to a level that then causes you not to just disrespect someone else, but to disrespect yourself. See, positive flow allows you to move through the rhythm of life regardless of what may be going on around you. And you stay connected to your center, that you stay connected in your mind and in your mouth to something that makes you feel good, even if the situation doesn't feel so good to you. And I tell you, each and every moment of the day, we get to make the choice. What flow will we be in? And you get to decide. You really do get to decide, and you know exactly what state of flow you're in. When you start to feel that anxiety, when you feel that rhythm of your heartbeat fluttering so fast that it feels out of control, when you have that headache, when you have that tension in your shoulders, when you've got that uncomfortable feeling in your stomach, when you're constantly thinking, how is this going to work? There's no possible way. I just don't have it. I just can't do it. That's when you're putting yourself in a place of negative flow. And in that moment, you get to change your mind. You get to shift the tide, if you will. Well, I don't necessarily know how it's going to work, but I know it will work. I know that, if I have this conversation with this person and I say these things and I stand my ground and I say it in a way that, doesn't demean that person or myself, well, then I'm staying in a place of positive flow. If I step away and I take a breath and I look around me and I observe everything in my space, whether it's a tree, whether it's a flower, whether it's the birds flying, I'm putting myself in positive flow. And we get to grab a hold of those shifters that will allow us to move to that place that is good for our mind, our body, and our spirit. So my question to you on today, my friend, what flow are you in right now? How can you shift yourself? And then what flow will you remain in through the course of the day? And you'll know exactly what flow you're in just by the way that you feel and the things that are on your mind. So be in tune to that today, my friends. Sorry for the long message, but just wanted to make sure that you guys got that. So I can't wait to come back to you next week this time. And until then, hope you have a fantastic day. Great rest of your week. Stay cool today. Gonna be another hot one. All right, my friends. Take care.